Okay, so today we're going to look at two things. First thing is, the most important one is dropshipping on eBay and late 2018, 2019, 2020 and beyond. Right now in eBay US, Australia has already banned retail dropshipping a while ago. US has now copied their policy. US, you're not allowed to retail dropship anymore. And they're flagging accounts for people who are doing it, and they're also deactivating and banning sellers that continue to do it. And try to find ways like masking your tracking number using blue share, blue face, or whatever it's called, making your tracking numbers untraceable. They're trying all these different things. And I'm telling you, retail dropshipping, eBay's putting an end to it, so eventually they're going to shut you down. So if you care about long-term success selling on eBay, selling in the long term, like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years from now or more, instead of trying to hide your tracking number or do whatever and maybe get away with it for a couple months, maybe get away with it for 6 months or a year, and then eBay shuts your account down, then you open up a new one and start from scratch and do it all over again. Like, who wants to do that? Eventually eBay might just find a way to ban you for life. So the best thing you're going to want to do is get on eBay's good side, be within TOS, because then you can have one eBay account. You can have eBay love you. They won't bury you in search results. You won't ever be walking on eggshells, right? And there's going to be multiple ways to do that. First was going to be using wholesale suppliers, right? So you can actually dropship from a lot of different wholesale suppliers. And a lot of wholesale suppliers in the US, you can get suppliers that have brand name products. So you can continue dropshipping brand name products. You can also dropship unbranded products and kind of create your own listings on eBay based off of what's already selling on eBay and at what price. So there's multiple ways you can do that with wholesale dropshipping. And now if eBay ends up deactivating your account because you were dropshipping from retail in the past, that means they're going to put you through a screening process. So what you need to do to get through the screening process is provide them literally whatever they ask you for. So don't jump the gun and try to send them invoices from a supplier or this or that. What you need to do is reach out to eBay after they deactivated your account or remove your top rated seller status and ask them exactly what it is they need from you. Then you go to your new supplier, preferably a wholesale supplier, like a verified one. And like, for example, Cole Imports is a manufacturer / wholesale supplier, Cole Imports, and you can actually sign up for their dropship program. Now, I know for internationals, Cole Imports isn't the greatest supplier, but there is other suppliers that will give you an agreement, an authorized letter, stating you're allowed to resell their products, and those are the suppliers you want to go for, and they will get you back on eBay's good side. Now the thing is, you might say you have one or two of these wholesale suppliers. You might not be able to build an insanely massive business using one or two of these suppliers, right? But what you can do is start finding suppliers that have unbranded products and doing your own listings and competing on eBay, kind of building your own brand. You can actually build your own brand, and we actually are having that training is coming to our eBay and Amazon programs. Building your own brand on eBay and Amazon, drop shipping. It's completely unheard of. No one's doing it, but we're doing it, and we're teaching it in SupremeCommerce coming really soon. Number two thing is finding products on eBay, right? So the second step is of finding products on eBay that are already selling, but not brand name products, right? Like, you want to list your own brand, so kind of like the building your own brand thing, so we can actually take a quick little look at that. But before I do that, I just want to touch on the retail dropping thing again. What I did is, for our students, we've been transitioning to wholesale since late 2018. So we've done a full transition. All our students are 100% on wholesale now. A lot of people, we've gotten a lot of our students back on eBay's good side. They're absolutely crushing it. And we have over 350 wholesale suppliers that allow dropshipping, and a majority of them are brand name products, some of the biggest brands in North America, and they allow dropshipping. The only extra thing you have to do is 99.9% of the time you're going to need a registered business, whatever country you live in, to be able to sell from these wholesalers. Now, if you live in the United States, a lot of the time they're going to require you to also have a resale certificate. But if you're outside the U.S. like I am, and like a lot of our students are outside the U.S., right, all you need is a registered business in your country. Because you don't live in the U.S., they're not going to demand a resale certificate from you. So all you need is a registered business. So I know in Canada, to incorporate, it costs a little more than it does to register a sole proprietorship, for example. So a sole proprietorship is like $60. So spend $60, get a business, and then all you do is provide a wholesaler with that business ID or a tax ID number, right? And then you're going to be able to resell their products, right? Super powerful, and it's actually super easy. But the crazy thing is, so many people with drop shipping have become so lazy because just listing products for sale from a retail supplier, using scraping software, etc., etc., it's become a pretty simple process. Now margins have become razor thin with that, and now it's not even allowed anymore on eBay. So I don't know about Amazon, but we've transitioned to wholesale with Amazon as well, just because I don't think Amazon really cares what eBay does. But just in case, right? Because you never know. Retail dropshipping is being crushed on eBay. It might just be a matter of time before Amazon does the exact same thing. So that's why we've transitioned. We have the same 350 suppliers, automation software, all this stuff for Amazon as well. So building the brand on eBay. So all you have to do is when you're on eBay, you want to do your research. So you'll just search out, I don't know, like literally any product. What I like to do is go to, I'm actually going to go here. I'm going to go to the data, what used to be Data Labs is now Explore, eBay Explorer or something. So I'm going to go to explore.ebay.com. Okay, so before I do this, I actually have another thing to tell you. What I did for the wholesale process, I actually called eBay. I called eBay and I asked them, what is it that you need exactly from me for me to be able to continue to sell on eBay using the dropship model? They pointed me to their policy, and their policy actually states dropshipping is allowed. Dropshipping is allowed, but it's not allowed from a retail or marketplace. But it is allowed from wholesalers or a distributor where you have an agreement with them to fulfill your orders on your behalf. That is allowed. So then I actually got that eBay representative to send me that in a written document in writing, and to sign their name on it with the case ID, and that's exactly what they did. So I have foolproof protection for myself, for any of my students, and so those are the things you need to do for dropshipping on eBay now. This is the only way. I mean, like I said, you can try to do all this other shady stuff and tricky stuff, but eventually eBay does not want you to retail dropship anymore. They're going to continue to lay their hammer down. So you have no choice but to pivot, but to change up what you're doing. But we have our students 100% covered. So I'm showing you a little bit of stuff today. So you can find wholesale brand name suppliers, get a registered business, sign up with them, start dropshipping their products, right? Another thing you can do is do your own listings on eBay, right? And doing this, you can actually eventually build your own brand. Once you've listed enough products, you want to keep it to the same category when it comes to a brand. For example, if you want to build a brand name, you obviously have to trademark that brand. You got to register that brand. And you got to keep that brand name universal across any of the products you sell. Now, normally with building a brand, you have to source products from China, and you have to or somewhere where you can get them really cheap, unbranded. You have to source them in quantity, like a large quantity, so you have to spend a lot of money up front. Then you have to go trademark, get a registered brand, and do all that. And it costs a lot of money. It's a very long process. So normally building a brand, it's a massive process, right? But what we've learned and what I've been doing for a while, and what we're bringing to SupremeCommerce training within like a couple weeks is being able to drop ship the products first. Drop shipping the products first. Building the brand while drop shipping. So finding suppliers. We have suppliers of unbranded products with crazy low prices. Just like having to go to Alibaba and buy 500 units of a product to be able to compete and send it into Amazon FBA, for example, and branding a product that way, which is a long process, costs a lot of money, and you're only going to be able to bring in one product every so often, which you're not going to all of a sudden be able to scale to like 10K a month off one product or 50K a month off one product and building a brand at the same time. But what we're doing is we're completely crushing the way that is done in any traditional method whatsoever by drop shipping them from unbranded suppliers, private labeling it, putting your own brand name on it, drop shipping and still making a profit with the drop ship, and being able to scale up by listing a ton of products under your brand name at the same time. So instead of waiting a year and bringing in like 3 products or 4 products and branding them all, you can list the same way, list hundreds of products, brand them all under the same brand name, and then go register that one single brand name and trademark that brand name, and then you have every single listing you have under that brand name trademarked and brand registered. It's insanely powerful, but I mean, you could be able to figure this stuff out on your own. Like, you could figure out, yeah, I could try to build my own brand by dropshipping, but where are you going to get a supplier that allows you to do that? Where are you going to get multiple suppliers that allows you to do that? There is not really any suppliers to common knowledge where you can go and say, hey, can I dropship your products and put my brand name on it? 99.99% of the time they're going to say no, not going to happen. And you could try to dropship from like AliExpress, ePacket or whatever, but eBay doesn't you're not going to get much sales if you're doing the AliExpress e-packet dropshipping. They don't care for China dropshippers on US anymore. Amazon definitely doesn't like it. I've tested it many times too. I've taken a product where I put my own brand name on it and it ships from a US supplier and I get that thing to sell. I ship, and then I try AliExpress e-packet or fastest shipping from China possible. I have to change my shipping settings in Amazon. I can't lie to a customer and say it's going to ship from the United States and it's going to arrive in 1 or 2 weeks when really it's going to take a month. And I don't have a legitimate tracking number for that product when it does ship. Customers get pissed off. Where's my product? You can't do it that way. You need real suppliers, domestic suppliers, whatever country you live in, and we have it. And that's what we're releasing pretty soon. So I'm just going to give you a little sneak peek into what you can do searching your own product out and kind of doing your own listing on eBay. So all I do is go to explore.ebay, and then I'm literally just going to look for products that are trending and doing really good on eBay right now. You can also click the best sellers, but I'm just going to scroll down, and depending what categories I sell in, that's where I'm going to click on a product, right? So if I sell in health and beauty, I'll see a product in health and beauty and I'll click that and see what it's selling for, right? Sometimes the trending doesn't always have, it's always a lot of electronics and clothing and toys, but there's not, not always products that you might look at and go, oh, okay, I'm going to try to compete with that product. So what you would do is you'd want to go to bestsellers in that case. And then you can choose your category, which is super cool. So let's say we're selling baby. So let's go baby. And it'll bring up everything best selling in baby. Now, obviously what you want to do is look for products that are above like $1 or even $5 or $10. I like to make more money per sale, more profit. Like if my margins are going to be 10, 20, 30%, generally I go for 20 to like 40 or 50%. And some of these products you can get, like this set of 2 cameras right here, it's a potential that I could get it for like $20. Right, from a supplier where I can drop ship from my supplier, and that would be like 100%, over 100% markup, right? It would be like 60% margin, that's the only type of margins you get when you buy in bulk from Alibaba and brand your own products and send it to FBA. But we're getting profits like that drop shipping. So then you just obviously want to make sure, like I said, over 10 or $20. Search for a product in a category you sell in. Okay, this looks like not sure about that. Okay, U-shaped pregnancy pillow. Okay, so that could work. And let's see how many times it's sold. Okay, 653 sold. So this is definitely a super popular product, right? Farm Me Doc, never heard of that brand name in my life. So this guy, clearly not a massive brand, at least to my knowledge, yet he's selling 653. And it's probably because he has one of the lowest prices, but it's not always about price. I do know eBay, as of last year, once they put in their new policy of stopping retail dropshipping, they're actually trying to go back to the roots of being the lowest prices, having the lowest prices online. So it does help if you can compete on price. If you can't compete on price, you need to compete on value, right? So let's say you couldn't get a product cheaper than this, so you couldn't list it at $28.99. But it'd be the exact same product. So what you would need to do, let's say you needed to list yours for $35 to make a profit to compete with someone like this, you would need to have a product that's way higher quality, right? Like a better perceived value. So let's say this one is 72 inches and it's, let's say it's 72 inches and it's got like a suede cover. So what you would want to do is find one that is like 80 inches, right? Bigger. Maybe includes some bonus thing, like maybe the cover is removable and washable, and maybe the cover is not, let's say not cotton, but the cover's suede, like super high quality, and you'd want to boast that in your title and your description, so you have a better perceived value, so you can sell the product for more money, right? Like if you come down here, there's probably ones that are higher price selling more. Like let's take a look at this one right here. So look at this one. This actually sells more, and it's $8 more. So perfect example. That worked out really good. 950 sold. Now I'm gonna see why is this selling for $8 more. They haven't made it very obvious inside the title, so now I have to go look and take my time and look at the description, which is annoying because if they were smart, they would put the benefits, some of the main benefits, in the title, because that's what's going to capture when someone comes to eBay and searches a product. They have literally three things to look at. The only three things they have to look at before clicking your product is, number 1, picture. Number 2, the title. Number 3, the price. The only three things they have to look at before clicking your product. So scrolling down, looking at why is this selling for $8 more, and it sold more times than the last one I was looking at, I actually have to take a look and see why. It literally could be just because maybe it has a better description, or maybe it's removable and also machine washable. So maybe the other one's not. Okay, it's double stitch seam. Maybe the other one's single stitch, right? So there's going to be some small stuff. Super soft jersey knit cotton, right? So these are probably some of the reasons why right here, the features. So they're doing a good job with their listing, making the features stand out. Why they've bolded this, I don't know, because that's not going to be that's not a keyword that's going to be related to this. Maybe they somehow found a keyword, but I don't know how this relates. Anyways, never mind. Just forgive my rambling. So they have some of their main features as to why this thing's most likely better than that last one. So I'm going to go back and actually look at this other one. And no, they actually have the exact same thing, which is weird. But maybe this isn't. The other one said full body, and this is also full body with a detachable extension. Okay, so this just goes to show you don't need to be the lowest priced. But what I'm showing you is, if you could source a product like this from a supplier that allows you to drop ship even for $20, right? $20, and you can list it for $28.99. You're all in. You're going to be paying with after eBay fees, right? Probably like $24, $23 or $24. So if you sell it for $29, that's 20% profit. And guess what? You can come in and undercut this clearly bestseller. 653 sold. It's the lowest price out of the two I looked at. If you can find suppliers, and we have them, to be able to do something like that and brand the product, right? Brand the product, and you can slowly start building your own brand. Super powerful. So if you're doing retail dropshipping before, I know it's a huge thing. It's a massive change. You got to change up everything you're doing. But the good news is, I'm giving you the good news right now. You can use Wholesale Suppliers, and I told you how to do it. Go to Google, search these Wholesale Suppliers out. And it's not going to be a legit wholesale supplier unless they're asking for a business ID of some sort. Now, some of the ones that are going to try to charge you a monthly fee and they don't require a business ID, that is not a legit wholesale supplier. Do not use them. That's complete garbage. Do not do it. You want a wholesale supplier that says we want a business ID. Now, some wholesale suppliers, they will actually require a monthly payment. But the difference is going to be, you can literally just Google reviews on that company. Now, if you find a company where you're not sure, all I do is I'll Google reviews for the name of the company, and I've found so many suppliers where they're trying to ask for money, but they're not asking for a business ID, right? They're making it easy. Oh, you don't need a business ID, but we need to charge you $30 a month, and then you can access our wholesale products. And then you Google their brand name or their company name and put reviews beside that in your Google search, and you'll see a bunch of one-star complete crap reviews. Like, they're absolute trash, and I've come across so many of them. And I signed up for one without paying, a 7-day trial, and I put my email in, and all they did was spam me so hard. Like, please sign up for our program and get 50% off, and you'll get our awesome wholesale products. So what I did is I went to Google and I searched them out, and there was like 5 reviews on it. One of them said they took my email, they took my money, and I wasn't even able to cancel. They charged me for 6 months, but I tried to cancel month 1. So they charged him 5 months after this person tried to cancel. They just kept charging him, right? So you don't even want to come close to dealing with these companies. They're literally taking advantage of people, of businesses trying to like sell on eBay and Amazon. You're not allowed to retail dropship anymore. And these companies are starting to catch wind of that, so they're friggin' taking advantage of people. So I'll give you a wholesale supplier right now that's legit you can use. Now, they're not amazing. They don't have a very large amount of products, but they do have a lot of multi-pack products, which is another thing we're going to go over in a different video, for listing multi-packs and having really good prices on eBay for products that people will actually buy multi-pack of. And that's Cole Imports. Like I said, they're not an amazing supplier, but you can do good with them. And if you learn to do multi-packs, and if you learn to search out their inventory and do what I was just doing right now. Now, the products that come from Cole Imports, they're unbranded, essentially. Like a lot of the products, they actually do have some products that are branded with some like really, really small company that wants to put their little brand name on it. But they do have a lot of their own products, or a lot of products that don't really have a brand. But before doing that with Kohl's, see, I don't do it with Kohl's. I don't put my own brand name on it. But what you could do is reach out to them and say, is this product have a brand? Yes or no, right? If you want to drop ship it and list it. And if they say no, then I don't see a problem with putting your own brand on it, right? Now, what you can do after that is, if you put your own brand on a product from a supplier like Kohl Imports, for example, and you've actually asked them, basically, are you able to, right? You don't want to just start grabbing products and putting your own brand on it just from a random supplier, right? That's not what you want to do. You can get in trouble doing that. But if they say it's cool, so you do that, and you get that thing to start selling like crazy, next thing you can do is go to Alibaba, and let's say it's this pillow, and you're paying $20 from Kohl Imports, for example. And I don't think they have products like this, but I'm just using an example. So if you can get it from $20 from Kohl Imports, come on eBay, list it for $28.99, undercut this bestseller, which is possible with dropshipping. Then you can go to Alibaba, see how much this thing is for from China if you buy like 100 units or 500 units. Like, what if it's like $3, right? So you can get 100 units, $3. You can spend $300 and bring this thing in, and you can literally start shipping them from home. Or you can ship from home, which is multiple ship from location on eBay. If you're just shipping from home, eBay's not going to bother you. If you're just shipping from one wholesale supplier in their one warehouse, they're not going to bother you. So this is literally how to comply with eBay TOS to the T, 100%. One ship from location, genuine products that are not from retail, and you're following eBay's policies to the T. So let's say you can get this thing after you get it selling, right? You get this thing selling. Let's say you find it and you want to just make a really small margin just to see if you can get the thing to sell. Knowing that later, if you can get this thing to sell, maybe you can go buy it for a lower price. So let's say you're selling it for $28.99. You got it from Kohl Imports, for a complete example, and you're only making like 5% profit. But you're doing it knowing that in the long run, what you're going to do is go to another supplier down the road, like a supplier where you can buy bulk. Order it to your house, 100 units for $3, right? For $3, then you list this thing for $19.99, right? You ship it out, you pay $9 shipping from home. So let's say you're paying $3 a unit, $9 shipping is $12, and then you're gonna pay eBay fees, so you're paying $14 all in, and you're selling it for $19.99. Now you're looking at 35% margins, which is the only margins people get when they're doing fulfillment by Amazon, right? We get it drop shipping. But then you could sell it from home, or use a third-party fulfillment center. Sell it for $24.99. Use a third-party fulfillment center where they'll charge you $1 per unit and 10 cents per label or something, and they'll charge you their shipping, which will be better than what you can get from UPS or FedEx. And you sell it for $25, and then you're paying, let's say, $16 all in because you're using a third-party fulfillment, right? You can have orders actually shipped in to third-party fulfillment. I actually know one, and I'll give it to you right now for free. Is USA to me. They do Reship Mint, so you could ship one product to them, and they will then ship that product out for you and use their UPS or FedEx shipping, right? And they're pretty cheap, and they're actually a legit company. I've actually used them in the past, so I do know they work, and I wouldn't recommend something to you unless I knew it was good. So they can do reshipping, and they also have fulfillment for you as well. Now, instead of using Amazon fulfillment and only selling on Amazon, right? And Amazon fulfillment fees are way higher than what a company like this is going to charge you. And you can also sell your products in anywhere, right? On Etsy, on eBay, on Amazon, using a third-party fulfillment that isn't FBA, right? That isn't fulfillment by Amazon. So you can send it into these guys. They'll store your products. They'll pack it. They'll even put labels and stuff on it for you if you want them to, and then they'll ship it. And like it says right here, great ship. You'll save with them when you use their repackaging or even their fulfillment services, right? And right here, order fulfillment. You can actually just take a look at it. So you can send in their products. They have a massive warehouse. I think they have multiple warehouses at this point. And you can send products into this third-party fulfillment. So let's say instead of shipping it from home, you don't want to do that, or you don't live in the USA and you still want to take advantage of the methods that I just showed you, listing a product for a kind of a lower profit just so you can undercut a bestseller. Then you want to go source that product from China. So if you're getting a no-name brand product that you can drop ship, like a body pillow that we just looked at, and then you can source it and sell it for a very small profit, keep in your mind knowing, okay, if I can get this thing to sell, I don't really care about the profit right now. What I care about is going and sourcing it later really, really cheap from China for like $3 a unit, then coming in and undercutting the bestseller on eBay by like 20%. So right, this guy here, we were looking at him, 30 bucks. So if we undercut this guy by 5 bucks, and our product is just as good quality, it's got the removable cover, it's got the poly knit cotton or whatever it was called, and you can get it for a couple bucks, and you can send 100 into like somewhere like USA to me, sell it for 25. Or if you do live in the US or the country where you're selling in, right? So if you live in the UK, US, Canada, and you want to ship this stuff from home, that's totally fine, because you can source it from China, order 100 units. But what you want to do, and what no one else is doing, is test the product first. Find a supplier with the same product or a very similar one of similar quality and value. Drop ship it first. Even if you're breaking even, who cares? Try to drop ship it first. Undercut the best seller on eBay, like we just looked at for an example product. Undercut them, get it to sell, and once you see this thing starts to sell like crazy, you're going to go, okay, now I want to actually make money. Now that I know this product's going to sell like crazy, now I want to make money. Then you go source it somewhere cheaper, order in a ton of units, send it to a third-party fulfillment like USA to me. It's very simple to sign up with them. All you have to do is create an account, send them an email, and you can start talking with them and say, hey, I want to send you this product. This is how big it is. This is how much it weighs. How much will it cost for you to fulfill it, packet ship it, and fulfill it? And they will tell you, right? They have ballpark fulfillment rates, but it all varies, right? So this fulfillment rate will just be a general guideline. What you want to do is actually tell them the dimensions and the weight of the product before sending it to them. Right, you need to get them to give you an exact answer, and that's what you want to do. That's the process. This is the process of, it's now 2019. Things have completely changed. Retail dropshipping is basically no longer viable. You can't do it. One thing you could do with retail dropshipping, which I actually wanted to go over in this video, is you could order from Bed Bath & Beyond or Walmart or Amazon, ship it to yourself, and then ship it from home. You can do that, but guess what? As soon as you ship it to yourself and you want to go ship it from your house, you're going to be paying shipping. That shipping, 99.9% of the time, is going to make it so you're not making any money. So if you buy a product for $20 from Amazon and it's free shipping, and it's selling on eBay for $30, which is probably not happening. It's probably selling on eBay for 24 bucks, you know, break even, because the people that are doing it are stupid with profit. So you want to ship it to your house. And let's say you do find a good product, right? Let's say you find a product that's on eBay for 50 bucks and it's on Amazon for 30. So let's just say. And let's say it's because of a coupon or it's because of a discount that you have. So you order as many of those units to your house as possible. But then you go to ship them out. And let's say you're going to pay $10 shipping. Then you're paying eBay fees. You're absolutely crushing any potential for any profit. I mean, this is after almost 1 year of looking at what people are trying to do with retail dropshipping, which is ship to your house instead, or use Blueface and hide your tracking number from eBay and be super shady and get eBay to be even more pissed off at you, because they're going to track it down. They're going to shut you down, right? So if you're doing this right now, you're wondering about what's going on with eBay. How am I supposed to navigate this? I want to keep retail dropshipping. Get those two words out of your head. Retail dropshipping. Get rid of it. I am telling you 100% it is not going to work for the long term. Not on eBay. They have completely kiboshed it. It's over. It's done with. Right? So that's what we created this video for, to specifically show you multiple ways is wholesale dropshipping products that aren't branded, grabbing products from China after you get them to sell on eBay with dropshipping. And this is the stuff that I do, that I make a lot of money with, and I'm sharing it with you guys so you can absolutely do the same thing. And this is the kind of things you want to be doing if you want to keep selling on eBay. You want to be within eBay TOS, you want to be on eBay's good side, and you want to make a lot of money on eBay still. This is how you're gonna do it, right? So that's it for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week.